Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, let's talk a little bit about the Fast and Furious 8. The 8th go-round for this particular film franchise is set to hit theaters in just under a year's time. And in fact, if you follow one of the big actors inside of the franchise, he's been putting out a lot of teaser shots on the old Facebook machine, showing off tons of cars and vehicles, not to mention a lot of behind-the-scenes goodies inside of this deal. So it's a pretty interesting deal. And the sheer fact that they got Academy Award winner Charlize Theron inside of the franchise is a big coup. But now they've got a second Academy Award winning person inside of this franchise, which is hugely a big deal. But it's one that's a real shocker. And there's a real wait what moment that's going to be coming a little bit later. It's this young lady. It's Dame Helen Mirren. Which I have to say, I have a little thing for Helen Mirren. I know she's a little under 30 years older than I am, but still a very, very attractive young lady. This is a weird deal, at least as far as I was concerned. I was really stunned when I saw this particular news. But the bigger deal inside of this thing, and the fact that we don't know exactly what she's going to be in this franchise, there's been some rumors that she may be Dwayne Johnson's character's boss, or possibly she may be another baddie alongside of Charlize Theron. Those things just remain to be seen. But probably the real wait what moment is the fact that Dame Helen Mirren is a huge fan of Fast and Furious. She's loved the films for years. She's really got a thing for Vin Diesel as well. Thinks he's a great actor and would love to actually work with him. And she's been putting out feelers and little hints that she wants to be in this film franchise for years. I know, it's just boggles the mind to think that this is actually the way it is. So, cannot wait for this movie to come out. May have to go actually see it in the theater this time. So, we'll keep you in tune if we hear any more about this development. Next up on the list, well, with the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the rear view, Porsche's coming out with a special edition 911 Carrera S. This one called the Endurance Racing Edition. And it's going to it's kind of for the love of all their accomplishments at Circuit de la Sarthe at Le Mans. In fact, just after their big win, this is going to be a very good piece indeed. May actually end up selling these things out a little bit quicker. The vehicle will be making its official debut at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Now, just think of this thing basically as a highly optioned out Carrera S. It's got a lot of the big goodies that you'd really want on this machine, including this one-off liveries. There's only a pair of different colors that it comes in, and a lot of Endurance Racing Edition logos on side of the vehicle. Now, the thing is, this thing's pretty pricey. It's over 21,000 pounds sterling more than a Carrera S, but that being said, the sheer fact that the option list is just over 7,000 pounds sterling means that this thing's maybe a tad bit more on the affordable side, especially if you're a big fan of Le Mans. And I'm sure there's a lot of Porsche fans beating their chests after that huge win at Circuit de la Sarthe in only just a handful of days ago. Next up on the list, this is just something you just have to see to believe. This is the brand new Rolls-Royce Vision Next 100 concept. This is basically Rolls' idea of what their cars could look like 100 years from now. There's really no technical specifications other than those suicide doors and that weird top that actually opens up, which I'm assuming it would make it extremely easy to get inside. No controls on the inside of the vehicle, just a big wraparound couch inside of it, which is probably hugely safe. But I'll tell you what, the car looks killer, though, at least in my mind. This would definitely be a Rolls-Royce I wouldn't mind owning. Boy, you're not going to be able to fill this thing up at any petrol station without getting a lot of attention, wanted or unwanted. Next up on the list, speaking of another vehicle that clamors for a lot of attention, KTM's XBow. Great news, if you live here stateside, for the first time ever, this vehicle is going to be available that you can buy it lock, stock, and barrel. For the past several years, you've been able to buy it in bits and pieces and be able to actually put it together yourself and use it on public roads as a kit car. But the folks over at KTM have done all the testing. They've done all the crash tests as well. And this vehicle is going to be 50 state road legal here in the United States, and the vehicle will be going on sale in the year of 2017. KTM's claiming they're only going to sell a little under 20 of these machines. I think they're kind of not missing the point, because I'm thinking there's going to be a whole lot of folks that are going to want to get their hands on one of these machines. It's going to be very, very pricey, though. These things sell for over 50,000 pounds over in Europe, so I'm assuming it's going to be very, very expensive indeed. We'll keep you in tune if we hear any more about it. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiast. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.